Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to casually talk about some interesting facts about Spider-Man. Specifically, I want to discuss his powers and abilities that show he's tougher than people think. Spider-Man is often seen as a bit of a rookie, and being young in the MCU, he's usually overshadowed by the older heroes. However, one comic storyline once suggested that in the future Spider-Man would become an even greater hero than Captain America and Iron Man. So let's get started. First, I want to talk about how smart Spider-Man is. Everyone knows Peter Parker is a genius, but few know that his IQ is as high as 250. Even Einstein and Stephen Hawking only had IQs around 160. Tony Stark has an IQ of 270. If you search on places like Google, you'll find that the IQ levels of superheroes vary greatly. The numbers I'm mentioning now are the estimated highest. So whether in Marvel or DC, the reason technology is so advanced compared to the real world is that the IQs of the characters in those universes are much higher than real-world geniuses. What I mean is, their advanced technology cannot be dismissed as impossible. If we compare logically, it's just that real-world humans haven't caught up intellectually yet. However, the creators of these characters are still real-world humans who haven't caught up intellectually. Next, I want to explain how advanced spider sense is. Many people casually think of spider sense as just a heightened sensory system compared to ordinary humans. This ability is much more formidable than expected. Spider-Man is so fast that when someone pulls a gun trigger and the bullet is about to enter the barrel, he can shoot a web to block the barrel, so he's fast enough to dodge bullets. However, one thing is certain. There are limitations. He might be able to dodge a single bullet, but it would be difficult to dodge a continuous barrage of bullets. Besides being fast and agile, his strength is also impressive. You probably know this one. Spider-Man can lift up to 12 tons. Ordinary humans can barely lift 1 ton. Even in world records, the maximum weight strongmen champions can lift is 3 tons. So Spider-Man is 4 times stronger than those considered the strongest in the world. He once punched the Hulk so hard that he reverted to Bruce Banner. Furthermore, Spider-Man's natural healing is quite good. While not on the level of Wolverine or Deadpool, he is among the fastest at recovering from injuries. Gunshot wounds and broken bones heal within days without any medical treatment. Spider-Man was the first superhero to wear a full-face mask. The reason for wearing a mask was not only to keep his identity secret, but also for another reason. He didn't want his enemies to see his face when he was scared. This fact was stated by Stan Lee himself, who created Spider-Man. Stan Lee wanted to create a hero who could crawl on walls. Initially, he brainstormed names like Flyman, Insect Man, etc., but they weren't suitable, and he was racking his brain. Then he accidentally saw a spider on the wall. From that moment, he created Spider-Man, one of the greatest superheroes. Stan Lee deliberately wrote Spider-Man with a hyphen in the middle for a significant reason. He was afraid that if Superman and Spider-Man were written together on comic book covers, buyers might accidentally mistake them. Spider-Man is currently, and has been for a long time, one of the most popular superheroes. According to surveys, his spot has been contested by Superman and Batman. However, ever since Tobey Maguire's 2002 Spider-Man movie and the continuous success of Spider-Man games, he has maintained his position as the most popular superhero to this day. This is because he has captivated the affection of comic readers, movie watchers, and gamers alike. After the MCU became very successful, Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man became more popular than Superman and Batman. Currently, with the decline of these legends, there will be further changes in what defines popularity. Regardless, Spider-Man is very much loved by fans. It would even be accurate to say he's the least hated superhero. One fact you might all know is that Michael Jackson once tried to buy Marvel. The reason was that he wanted to play Spider-Man. However, negotiations fell through before his ambition could be realized. A few years later, Tobey Maguire got the chance to play Spider-Man. So that's all for today's video. See you in the next video.